All right, we're going to move on to the next question before final comments tonight. And we'll start this with Denny Cordrey. Denny, is there any issue that we have not asked about or heard about tonight that you think it's important to get out and have a discussion about this evening?
Well, I think it's one of my main issues is jobs. I mean, people in Sussex County need jobs, and they need them now. We need to partner with the state to bring good paying jobs to Sussex County. And I think one way of doing that is to pressure the state to give us our share of the recruiting effort. I know when a factory or business closes in Newcastle County, the governor or his aides are quick to jump on a plane and go find a business to replace it. We have industrial parks, vacant commercial property, and eager workforce, and I think we need to get our fair share of it.
All right, before we have a discussion about that, potential discussion, I'm going to ask you the same question, Vance, which might be something totally different, but is there any other issue that you want to have discussed here tonight that has not been brought up?
No, I think that we've kind of gotten to the core of what we're looking at here. I think many good men step into this arena, and they're pulled by forces that they're not familiar with. I've got a proven track record. I've never voted for tax increases, and I never will. I think what we're seeing tonight is the opportunity for Sussex County voters to go forward with a conservative or potentially vote for someone that doesn't have a track record. And we're really not sure how that's going to turn out. We heard from a councilwoman a couple years ago, and it sounded good, a business person. But as time went on after the election, we soon found out that the councilwoman had some very radical, non-traditional Sussex County views. I just think it's very important for the citizens of Sussex County to understand what they're getting on election day.
All right, so we ask you both the same question. Dennis, you talked about jobs. Vance, you talked about experience and sort of ideology. I'll open this up for discussion on any or both of these. If there's any other comment you'd like to make, Mr. Cordrey or Mr. Phillips? Mr. Cordrey?
Well, I think I know I have the required experience for this job. I've been in county government for 33 years. I may not be as informed on some issues as a sitting councilman, but I am familiar, and if elected, I could hit the ground running. I wouldn't have to go through a complete training period.
And Mr. Phillips, anything on what he said about jobs or anything else?
Without question, jobs are critical. One of the best things that government can do is be a predictable government. We are predictable in our land use codes. We try very hard to follow the code. The land use plan sometimes is made up in a way that everyone doesn't agree with it. Ultimately, our ordinances have to come out of that land use code, but they're vetted in a public process. We have a great industrial park. We have a very vibrant airport complex. But most importantly, we have low taxes. And businesses who look into this area, it's one of the #1 things that they recognize, that their employees' quality of life is going to be enhanced by our low tax structure. And I do everything in my power to limit our government's reach into your personal lives, and ultimately that allows us to keep our taxes low.
All right.